for some reason.
Sorry.
I'll comment in public. Yes, sir.
Evening. Thank you very much for hearing me. Unfortunately, it's a complaint.
Just name and address for the record.
William Lewis. We live on Grenville Avenue in Patchogue. In April of 2014, we made it known to the village that there were approximately half a dozen homes on West Avenue, south of Mulford Street and north of Laurel, with the majority of the sidewalks and driveways chewed up, holes in the sidewalks. We also made it known that, and that's on the west side. On the east side, of course, I'm sure we all know what the homes on West Avenue, on the east side, south of Mulford. The roofs are falling off. It's an unsafe condition. It's unbelievable to me that nobody's been hurt in those homes yet. We've seen people falling on the sidewalks on the west side. Our complaints have gone unanswered. We put in 4 requests for updates last year, all of which went unanswered. In September, Mr. Keys was good enough to send me an email stating that they hear our concerns, but the fixing of the sidewalks might hurt the people financially who own the homes. I get that. We're not unreasonable people. We've been here for 6 years. Out of all the places I've ever lived, I love living here. I'm very proud of the way the village is turned around, as we all are. But the way that this portion of the block looks, which is a main thoroughfare right through that people take the ferries to, visitors see this. That's the first impression they get a lot of times. Prospective residents see this area and they look at the homes and they see the sidewalks. It looks unkempt, it's unsightly, it looks unsafe. And I think that not only those people might be financially burdened, but I think it just aesthetically lowers the value of our home and our neighborhood. So I'm just asking that the codes that they're violating in the near future, not the far future, just be looked at and enforced.
Well, just so you know, as you know, we're receiving some funding for our parks, and part of that funding is going to go to sidewalks, to the parks themselves. We're also putting out a $1.2 million bond to do sidewalks and roads. That was structured prior to the funding coming for the parks. The sidewalk monies that will be in that parks one will now be put into other places. So, Joe, we'll take a serious look at this. We'll take a look at that and maybe move some of that funding down to that west side that you're talking about. We'll do something with those. As far as those couple of homes, they got stacks of violations.
Yeah, nice.
You know, you give them notice violation, you give them the violations, either they pay, they don't pay, you put, you know, it is really that. Take a look at 307 Cedar Avenue on the corner there. I mean, out of all the things that have happened in this village, that we've been able to move mountains to get stuff done, and I can't move that guy to another town. That's the amount I would like to move. So those are the frustrations that we deal with just on this side in terms of those kind of violations. But in terms of the sidewalks, that is stuff that we can take care of.
And Ms. Pontieri, of course, you know I live right down the
Yeah, I know you do. I see you all the time.
and I understand what the village has to go through to move that mountain, but it is so unsafe with the propane canisters that guard the man's front door. Like I said, it's amazing that the house hasn't blown up yet. So, I'm just asking you, just the few complaints that we did make about those sidewalks, that they just be addressed as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think sidewalks are the easy one. The house is going to be the tough ones, but we'll work on it.
I live at 270, and Joe Miller's out there, and she lives next door to me.
And he's got 1 million cats.
The village is doing everything in its legal power to do something about those properties. You know, that guy owns both of those buildings.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, our hands are, when it comes to private property, it's just so challenging. I mean, the corner of Cedar and Maiden Lane, Pasalaca House, we've been in court for a decade.
You would rather pay $1,000, you'd rather either pay the $1,000
Or go to
fine
jail.
or go to jail than to put $1,000 into the
And
house.
fix his house. And it's his property.
It's beyond me.
I understand.
Yeah. Well, you're in that business too. You know the frustration sometimes. You can look at it and you want to grab a hold and just grab it by the collar and do something and you. Yeah. No, you never get that way.
Unfortunately, nobody was hurt when the place up the street burned down. Now we got a nice
I remember
vacant,
that,
now we got a nice vacant lot. So it's for sale for $85,000, right?
I heard it, yeah. But we've had people look at that property, that we did bring that up to somebody, and they went down the entire block, and they said no.
Yeah.
They said the block is uncapped, and that's when, you know, that's
No.
when we thought we'd come here tonight.
No, I appreciate you coming, Bill.
All right,
Absolutely.
thank you very much for hearing.
Gentleman in the back?